Hello. I reorganized my TBR shelf, so it's a rainbow now. I did that today impulsively. This is also impulsive. I was thinking, I feel like I have a habit of like hearing about a book and then requesting it as an audiobook on Libby. And then all my holds are for Libby, like audiobooks, are books that aren't on my physical TBR. And then I'm still glad I'm reading those books, but this year I really want to focus on getting this TBR down. And I literally just filmed like I pick 3 books, like the TBR takedown challenge or whatever. I filmed the intro to one of those like last week and picked 3 books that I'm like reading. But I was like, you know what? I'm going to be chaotic. I'm going to film another intro to one so I can pick 3 more so I can put those books on hold on Libby, if that makes sense. So this episode is going to have the stipulation that it has to be an audiobook on Libby. That is the challenge. I just realized I forgot to get my list. Yeah, so no physical reading because I already have books. I need a chapstick too from my TBR that I'm physically reading. That's no prob. I want to just be able to put books on hold on Libby that I actually own instead of just random other books, because I don't know. I was just looking at the books I've read so far this year and most of them aren't my physical TBR. So again, not that, I have so many goals this year and I feel like I have been doing well, but a new goal that I have decided is I want to get this down to just this shelf, which I talked about in the other intro, because I have some books up here and some books downstairs, and I just want to get it to just this. I think that would be pretty cool because, I'm also buying books and adding books. So we want to be consistently reading the TBR. So anyway, we're just going to do another round. Because why the heck not, So what is it, 135 number? Okay, we have one. 104 is the Stardust Thief. That's downstairs. I'll grab that in a second. Let's lock that in case we want to read that one. So that's 1. Do I still pick 5 since we're doing all the stipulations? Yeah, why not, Man, I have a lot of books that don't have audiobooks, I guess. Ooh, all right. 7 is the reading list, which is right here. It's by Sarah Nisha Adams. This is another book my grandmother got me. I pulled one of these in the last episode, and I'm actually currently reading that. It sounds like a story of people connecting through a library, which is exactly the kind of book my grandmother would gift me. I'm excited. And it has an audiobook. So there's 2. This one has 1. Oh, 16. The Unmaking of... I reorganized everything, so now it's all in different places. I got The Unmaking of June Farrow by Adrienne Young. This I got in an Owl Crate box, the adult fantasy book only box. And it's the same lady who wrote the book everybody lost their mind about last year. I can't remember the name. Is it in the... Spells for Forgetting. I love... this was some about... I think this is a portal book or something. I don't know. There's a lady gardening in the front. I really like, and is it a horse girl book? That sounds fun. I really like this edition. I really like the, all the art. I've heard people haven't liked this as much as Spells for Forgetting, but I'm excited. So there's 3. Okay. All right. I got 126, which is Alcatraz versus the Evil Librarians, which is Brandon Sanderson's middle grade series. Oopsies, this fell out of the owl crate. Oops. Which I wasn't planning on starting because I want to read his other books that I have to read. I have a ton I have to read. But that's an option. That's 4. What was the other one? The Stardust Thief or whatever. All right, last one. I'm going to run out of audiobooks, so then I'm going to have to read. You know what? Let's pick 1 physical read. 2 audio, 1 physical. Now that I've decided that, I already got this number. I could choose so many that I've landed on. So let's just the next number. Okay. Sorry, I'm really just winging it. 132. Didn't I already get 132? Well, maybe it's meant to be if I got it twice. Oh, okay, that's my friend's book. Okay, that's downstairs. Let's go downstairs and we can discuss. All right, I'll take you down there. All right, well, this is pretty cool. Got a tripod. I bought a camera actually, and I bought this tripod with the camera, but the camera kind of sucks because I bought a cheap camera. So, but we're using the tripod. So, here we are. The bookshelves. You can't really see the bottom, but that's from the angle, but that's okay. So, I picked this book. Okay, sorry, that took me too long. So, these are the 5 I picked. 4 have audiobooks, 1 doesn't. Here's the situation. So I know I said I was going to read one that wasn't an audiobook, but, and this is my friend's book, Sliding into Love by Juliet Bridges. She's my, let's stand back so my head is not cut out of the frame. She's my publishing house. I love her dearly. I'm really excited to read this, but I need to read I'm beta reading her second novel through the publishing house. So I need to prioritize that over this because I just need to get that back to her. So maybe instead I'll substitute the beta read for this, and that'll just be one of them. Because I can count that. Well, that defeats the purpose of the TBR, getting off the TBR. I'll put this in as like, I don't know. I'll just add this in. It'll be fine. We'll just read both of her books in a row. But this is not going to happen for a while because I have to get her the beta read first. This is choice 1. After the beta read. I'll let y'all know how I think of the beta read too. I'm sure I'll love it. And then I got to pick 2 more from this pile I've collected on the floor. I'm not going to read the Brandon Sanderson one yet. Actually, this audiobook would be really short. Maybe I will do this one. I'm all over the place today. I'm so sorry. Let's do, you know what? No, here we go. I'm already reading a ton of fantasy right now, so we're not going to do that one. Put that back. We're going to do, I need like a table. I have no furniture in here yet. That will be coming soon. We're going to do this one. We're going to do the Brandon Sanderson one. And let's do the Owl Crate one. I'm making Agent Pharaoh. So, yeah. Cool beans. That's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna put these audiobooks on hold right now, or check them out or whatever. Sorry, my house makes noises. And that will be that. So, cool. Check in when I've read any of these. You know what? I might put this on there too. Just let's go crazy. I don't know. I just really want to get some books off my TBR and I'll feel good about myself. So, cool. You'll just see me talk about one of these soon. Okay? Bye. Hello, everyone. I just binged this book today. It looks like I'm still in the middle because when I listen to audiobooks, I kind of go back and skim a little bit to make sure I didn't miss anything, but I just thought I would update you now on my thoughts because I did just finish it a little while ago. This audiobook was 7 hours, so 3.5 hours on double speed, and I had a lot of like chores and cleaning to do today, and I went on a walk. I knew I could just slam this out in a day, and I did it. So this is Brandon Sanderson's, the first book in his middle grade series. It reminded me a lot of like Spy Kids. Like just very wacky, zany sense of humor, and like there's a lot of like zany stuff going on and like wacky jokes. Like the humor is very Brandon Sanderson, and I feel like I've not heard him talk about the series a lot, but I feel like he probably wrote it for his kids. Actually, let me see if there's a dedication. Okay, he dedicated it to his dad. But like, for example, his author photo for this book is a plant. Like, it's just very wacky. And there's illustrations in this that are pretty cute. I think any kid would love it. I mean, I think I would have had the best time as a kid. There's like a fun illustration. It's probably like a 3.5 as an adult. I just wasn't totally sucked in. I think it's super creative and fun, but the characters were like, meh, if that makes any sense. I'm not super connected to them. And this book takes place over like 24 hours. And like the character at the beginning has like totally changed his whole perception by the end. I was like, it's been 24 hours, like chill. But I think it was a really cute middle grade. I don't know, it says there's 5 books on the back, but I know he wrote a 6th one. So I don't know if I want to read all 6. I don't know if I'm going to continue the series yet or not. But I mean, this took me a really short period of time, so I feel like I might. I've kind of a completionist when it comes to Brandon Sanderson. I want to read all his stuff, but like at the same time, I'm not forcing myself to read The Wheel of Time, to read his books. Like I wouldn't be like super bent out of shape if I didn't read this whole series. And like it's difficult because I could just listen to the audiobooks, but I'm like, do I want to buy the rest of them to get the cute illustrations? Decisions. I can't even speak. Anyway, so yeah, quick little update. This was just cute and fun, and I'm glad I finally got to, because I think my mom got this for me for Christmas or my birthday ages ago. I've owned this book for forever, so it was cool to finally get to it. And yeah, that's my update. I will update you. I have the other 2 books I can get on audio on hold. I think one I get in 4 weeks and one I get in like 8 or something. So whenever I listen to those, you'll be the first to know. Say bye, Mont. Okay, bye. Hello, everyone. It's quite late. I, just a few minutes ago, finished The Reading List by Sarah Nisha Adams. If you hear any noises, my husband is playing a video game. Downstairs, it's almost 2 a.m., so we're thriving. I took a nap on the couch, so I'm feeling more awake than I probably should be at this time. But anyway, I took a nap with our new cat. So I was really thriving. Anyway, that's all not relevant to this book. I thought this was really good, actually. I was surprised. This was pretty cute. I probably am going to give it like a 3.5 stars rounded up. Basically, the plot, there's not much of a plot until like 25% from the end, I feel like. It's just basically about this library and like reading, bringing people together in this reading list. I think it was helpful because to me, like, I'm explaining this bad. There's like a reading list that one of the main characters finds, and then her and this older man she befriends like read through the list together. And I think it was helpful that I have read most of the books on that list. So I because they talk about the books throughout and they don't really spoil them, but it was helpful for me to like know what they were referencing for most of them. But I think you can still read the book even if you haven't read any of those books on the list. But I think it was helpful. So I really enjoyed it. I think my only like big flaw, why it's not like a favorite or anything like that, is because I ended up surprisingly like caring about the characters a lot and like getting pretty invested toward the end. But the story is told from Alicia and Mukesh's perspectives, and I was way more invested in Alicia. And it's interesting because it's in the author's note and acknowledgments and even the author bio, I think, it mentions that this author, Sarah, based this book off of her and her grandfather's relationship and how they would discuss books together. And that's part of Mukesh's journey, is like getting into reading and like discussing books with his granddaughter, and then befriending Alicia and like reading the books together. And I really liked their relationship, but I feel like Mukesh's chapters, like a lot of them were not necessary. Like I would be listening or reading, because I got like pretty invested in this today. I listened to most of it on audio, and then today I read like the last 100 pages physically because I was like, I gotta know what happens. But anyway, especially toward the beginning, I felt like his chapters, like I was listening and I was like, this doesn't matter. Like it just wasn't, his chapters were not propelling the book forward like Alicia's chapters were. And like there would be like stupid conflicts that didn't matter. And I'm like, why are we that would get resolved quickly? And I'm like, why do we even talking about this? You know what I mean? I think we could have like I still think his perspective was necessary, but I think his chapters should have been less, like just way more focused on Alicia instead of like I felt like that it was pretty 50-50 split, or his chapter should have just been shorter. Like instead of just discussing all this stuff that I didn't feel like was necessary. But overall, I was pleasantly surprised by this. I went into this with like zero expectations. Hadn't heard anything about it. It was recommended to me by my grandmother, which I don't know, the relationship between Vikesh and his granddaughter, you know, made me think of me and my grandmother because she loves reading. The only thing is she loves reading books like this, and fantasy is my favorite, so our Venn diagram of books isn't as large as maybe in this one, but I don't know if that makes sense. It's late, but it's still like the core of it, you know, the love of reading we share. So I don't know, it was just nice. It was nice to read. I will say, without spoiling it, there is a bit of a curveball that happens toward the end of this that I like really surprised me. That's a little sad. So just a warning, because I was like going through this, like having a happy, cozy time. And then like, I was like, oh, so there is a bit of a sad heavy hitter moment toward the end. And at first I was angry about it, but in the end, I think Sarah pulled it off well. So anyway, I feel like I've just been rambling incoherently for 5 minutes. So I'm going to end my update here. Yeah, I'm happy. A good solid read. Let's see, for this video, I'm filming 2 of these at one time. So I'm trying to remember what was what. I have started my friend's beta read. I'm definitely behind on that. I'm like 50 pages into it. It's called Puck to the Heart. I think I said that already, but it's like a hockey romance, kind of. So far, there hasn't been any hockey, but they are being romantic. The premise is that, I'm not remembering, it's Liv and Ash, I think, are the 2 main characters. Is it Olivia? Is that her name? I think so. Anyway, she wins, she enters into this lottery because she thinks she's just gonna win a dinner, but then she wins and the dinner is with a hockey player, and she didn't realize that she had to have the dinner with the hockey player. And so I read that whole part, and then I read the dinner scene, and that's where I'm at in the book. And I really like it so far. I mean, I am a little biased because it's my friend, but I am really liking that Ash, the love interest, is like a sweetheart. And I feel like, not that I don't think I've read any hockey romances, but I feel like the stereotype is that the hockey player has to be like grumpy and gruff, or just in any sports romance that the guy has to be like, I don't know, just like the grumpy, not manly one, that's not the word I'm looking for, just like grumpy and like stubborn and whatever. And I'm really liking this kind of reversal of that, like he's kind of the more teddy bear one. So yeah, I'm really enjoying that too. So that was one of the ones I was going to read, right? And then what was the last one I was going to read for this video? I don't remember. I think, whatever, it'll be on the screen. I don't remember. Anyway, good night. Bye. Hello everyone, long time no see. Not that you would know that. It's kind of dark in here. Welcome to my office with me and my little guy. He always sleeps with me in here, or goes crazy, which is why I have toys all over this floor. But yeah, it's been a while. Not that, like I said, not that you would know, but I have news. I'm just gonna share it right here. I quit my job. So, well, I have another job lined up. Smart of me. I did not quit without a plan. But let's see, it's May 24th right now. It's Friday. My last day is a week from today. And then I basically took the month of June off because this job has just absolutely drained me. and I need a little break. So I'm hoping, in the month of June to, read more, write more. I really want to do a writing vlog, so I might try and do that in June. I kind of want to shift this channel a little bit. Like, I do want to keep up with these TBR videos because they keep me accountable, and maybe do some like, classic like favorite books of the year and stuff like that. But I kind of want to shift this YouTube channel more toward writing. So I think in June I'm going to try and do a writing vlog. And I also want to like post more on Instagram and stuff. I've finally started getting into like doing Canva graphics, and I just want to like be more consistent because I'm very inconsistent with stuff like this. I either feel like I'm like working really hard on it and I'm really focused, or I don't do it. So anyway, here's what we're actually here for, is an update for this video. So I'm doing 2 of these at the same time, and I'm almost done with both of them. And I'm trying to remember which books I read for this video. I believe it's the Brandon Sanderson one and that reading list book. And I liked the Brandon Sanderson one, and I really liked the reading list one. I think the reading list was a 4-star. And then I feel so terrible. I'm still beta reading my friend's book, which I'm doing for this video as well. I really need to get back on that. I think I'm a little bit more than halfway through that. But work has been so terrible, I quit early. I wasn't originally going to quit this early, but I quit early because it was terrible. So I just haven't had the time, but hopefully I can get back on that. But I am here because I do have an update, and that is that I finished The Unmaking of June Farrow by Adrienne Young. I don't remember if I like shared like my cool Owl Crate edition, so I'm going to do it right here, and if I've already shared it, I will cut this out. But anyway, it looks like this on the front with the red door, which is like a big part of the book. And then here's the back. Here, we're just gonna go through it all because this edition is really pretty. I'm not a huge fan of the cover. I think it's kind of boring. I think I actually like the original cover better, which is this one right here. But I do love the end paper art and stuff like that. And I like that they did red. So this is the one end. I think whoever this artist is so good. And then let me just take this off. So this is the dust jacket. I think this is super cute too. Super cute. And then this is the actual book. Again, I really like the actual hardcover. And then the back, this is my favorite illustration, definitely. So yeah, anyway, okay. So I feel like I looked at this book when I got it in the Owl Crate, and I was like, I looked at all the art and stuff, and I was like, it's a romance. And it is a romance, I guess, but not really. And I'll get to that in a second. So this book, I didn't really know what this was about. I know Adrienne Young wrote Spells for Forgetting, which is I think she's written other YA stuff, but Spells for Forgetting, like everybody was talking about last year. And I kind of was interested in it because I've heard it compared to Practical Magic. Is that the one where they make margaritas at midnight? Is that what it's called? I just watched it recently and I can't remember, but a poster will be on the screen right now. And I love that movie. And I was like, and I didn't watch it growing up. I just saw it recently and I loved it. And I was like, oh, maybe I'll read it. And then I never did. But I got this one in the Owl Crate and I was like, you know what? I never read Spells for Forgetting. I was kind of interested in it. Let me try this one. I got it in the Owl Crate, so might as well try it. And so this book is basically about this girl named June Farrow, and there's like this curse in her family that like everybody, it's all like women, like they always have daughters, and the daughter will go crazy, and like this curse of madness runs in her family, right? I don't actually know how much the synopsis says. Honestly, this synopsis does not tell you a lot, so I can't really tell you a whole lot, which I respect. I respect a synopsis that doesn't tell you a lot. But essentially, this door keeps appearing to June, and so eventually she goes through it. And I'm not going to say anything else besides that. The only other thing, I don't know, do I even say this? Okay, this is like mild spoilers because this isn't in the synopsis, but I feel like it's important to know about this book. Actually, no. Gosh, I don't know. Yes, all right. I'm just gonna say it. If you don't want even like the mildest of spoilers, don't watch the rest of my review. But I'll like leave a little thing on the screen until I like give my final thoughts on the book. But anyway, so there's time travel in this book. She goes through a door and there's time travel. That is like the mild spoiler that's not listed in the synopsis. And so she goes back in time and like there's this man is there. This guy, his name's Iman. Iman? It's Irish. I don't remember how they say it. It's in the audiobook. And this is my thing. So, and I don't know, I started this book out not really liking it, but as it went on, I really appreciated the way the time travel was handled and like how everything came together. I really liked that in the end. So the plot I really liked. However, the characters and the relationships I was not a huge fan of. I think June is a pretty pathetic character. If I'm being honest, like I feel like when she first goes back in time, like again, I won't go super into it because it doesn't say in the synopsis, but like she's like super whiny and like I was like, girl, just fucking get it together, you know, pick yourself up by your bootstraps and figure this out. Like I feel like she's just very like, not woe is me, she's not that bad, but I don't know, I just didn't connect with her. I thought she was kind of pathetic and whiny, and I wasn't the hugest fan of her. She did win me over a little bit in the end, but I don't know, I just didn't like really connect with her as a character. And I did not connect with her romance with Iman because, again, mild spoilers, they already know each other. That's all I'm going to say. So we didn't get this like romance of them like building up their romance, if that makes any sense. Like there was no like tension or build up or like developing the relationship because the relationship was already developed. So like I was looking for this like cute romance and I did not really get it, especially because this book isn't really focused on romance. It's focused on June like figuring out what's going on. So yeah, that was just disappointing because I felt like based on all these images, I was gonna get one thing and then I did not get that. And also like June has this best friend named Mason and I thought like he might have been the romantic interest and he's in like 5 pages of this book and I'm like, and he's made to be like this like super important character and I'm like, no, he's not. Like he's literally in 5 pages. I don't understand what I would like. He would have not been in this book and nothing would have been different. So I don't know why he was in this book. So that was confusing. But anyway, I'm sitting here like I did not like this. I gave it a 3.5, rounded down to a 3 on Goodreads. I ended up really enjoying this. I'm glad I persevered through because like I said, I did really like I like the plot of this book a lot. I like how Adrienne Young put it together, if that makes any sense. I feel like she had a really tight plan and plot and she stuck to it really well and executed that really well. But I just wasn't the hugest fan of the main characters. So that's my little review. I will come back when I finally finish my friend's beta read and I'll just give quick thoughts on that because 1, it's not out yet, and 2, I don't know, reading a friend's book is always a little weird, but I'm really enjoying it. The love interest in it is like the sweetest little cinnamon roll. It's very cute. All right, I'll come back when I finish that and then we can wrap this one up. And then I only have one more for the other video too. So we should be getting 2 in a row of these and I can start another one. So that's exciting. Maybe that's something I can work on in June too. June. Also, the character in the book I'm currently writing right now, the main character's name is June. Lots of June. So yeah, anyway. All right, bye everyone. Also, I meant to say this and I forgot. If you like Dark, the television show, my best friend and I watched that together. It's one of her favorite shows. Oh my God, the Teams notification. If you... Work is calling me. If you like that, and I am in my pajamas, yes, please don't talk to me. If you like Dark, that television show, sorry, I'm kind of cold, kind of not, so I keep sort of using this sweatshirt. If you like that television show, or if you like this book, I think you would like that television show a lot. It is very dark at times. It's pretty depressing. I didn't love the ending of that show, I'll be honest. My friend thought it was the ending the show needed, but I thought it was kind of stupid. But don't let that deter you. I do think if you like time travel, if you like, I don't know, time travel is the big one. If you like time travel, I think it is extremely well done. But watch with a friend. because if I didn't have somebody to like bounce stuff off of, I don't think I would have understood a single iota of what happened in Dark. But it's on Netflix. I think it's a German show. Yeah, I liked it. So yeah, it's good. If you like that book, watch that show. I don't know if it would correlate if you like that show, read that book, because they're very different. I just kind of thought of it because of the time travel thing. But yeah, anyway, I'm rambling. Bye. Hello friends, I'm here because I finally finished beta reading my friend's book, Book to the Heart. I decided I'm not going to read the other book of hers, Sliding into Love, in this vlog, just because I want to get this up and I don't want to pressure myself to like read that before I close out this video, because I read all the other books for it. So I really enjoyed Book to the Heart. It doesn't come out until 2025, I believe. But I really enjoyed it. I didn't have a whole lot of notes for her. I really liked the character arcs. I loved the banter. I mean, it made me really excited to read her debut. And yeah, I'm really excited to get my own copy, like see the cover reveal, all that stuff. So that means this video has come to a close. And I'm so glad I'm finally done with both of these TBR videos. I kind of finished them right around the same time as each other. So I'm excited to kind of post them back to back. That's going to feel so good. And then finally start on the new one. I just filmed the little intro, picking the books for the next episode. So hopefully I'll stay on top of that and get that to you soon. All right, bye.